Hey YouTube. So there's been a lot of talk recently about whether Braille is still valid, is still necessary in the year 2020. So I thought I'd do a brief video on why Braille is still valid and why we just shouldn't throw it away, and think of it as a thing for the dinosaurs. And I want to start off by saying I am not the best Braille reader. I have, I completed, master's degrees without really using Braille, but that does not mean that it's not valid or I don't think it's useful just because I personally haven't used it for academics. In fact, that's totally not what I think at all. My reasons as to why Braille is still valid vary a bit on age and circumstance. For young kids who can't see print or who find seeing print difficult, Braille is so critical. It is so critical that they have the ability to learn sentence structure and spelling. And a big way that people learn that, sighted people learn that, is by reading. Well, for a blind kid, it's the same thing. You don't get spelling and sentence structure auditorially. So it really helps. Plus, if a child or a person who is blind isn't taught Braille, they then do not have that tool in their arsenal at times where it might be more convenient to use Braille. And you might be thinking, well, when would that be? I mean, me, for example, I can listen to words at 650 minutes 650 words a minute. I'm never going to be able to read Braille that fast, but still, there's times where knowing Braille is useful. For labeling objects is a huge thing that you could get a device, and there's devices that you can record things to, and you hold the object to it, and it tells you what it is. But then you have to worry about batteries. You have to carry the object around. If I want to go in and make a can of corn, I don't want to have to think, oh, do I have my pen? And there's some people that do that, and that's completely valid, and that's totally their choice. But the thing is, if I didn't know Braille, I wouldn't have the two options to choose from. Now, I posed this question to some of my blind friends. I asked them. And I asked on Facebook, and my list is full of people who have been Braille readers since they were like 3, learning when they were 3 to later in life. Why is Braille important to you? What do you think about Braille? What do you think if you hadn't been taught Braille? And some of the answers that I was given about why Braille is important is because they don't have to worry about they don't have to worry about their devices being charged, be it a computer or whatever, during a power outage. Another big thing was going to the grocery store. Some people find it easier just to have their lists, if it's something small, just to have it not in their phone for various reasons. Not having to worry about noise being too loud, carrying additional stuff around. And some of them just like being able to read a physically print thing. Similar to how some people like e-readers and other people want that hardback book in their hand. Some people just love the way a book feels and a book smells, and some people pointed out that listening to their screen reader for a long time gives them a headache, or they find it annoying. They don't find it relaxing or as enjoyable. And a lot of people don't take reading for leisure into account. Sure, I could read more effectively with the computer, by far. But every now and again, you just want to sit down and cuddle up next to the fire or cuddle up in bed on a rainy day and just read. And there's something that's still kind of simple and kind of magical about that a lot of people don't experience in the same way if they're listening to the text. And it's not a right or a wrong, it's just a different. But again, if they aren't even taught Braille, they don't even have that option. And that's kind of my biggest argument in favor of continuing to teach Braille, is to give people that option. Why would you take tools away from people? Why would you not give somebody every tool that you could possibly give them to succeed? Or in life to have fun? So that's kind of my take on why Braille matters and why Braille literacy is important. And you know what? I acknowledge that maybe if you're 84, maybe learning Braille isn't at the same importance. And I am not saying that any older people definitely should not learn Braille. I'm just saying I am fully aware that circumstances are different, and that just because something may have benefited somebody in their 20s, it might not benefit them in their 80s. Or learning Braille might not even benefit somebody in their 20s if they decide they really don't want to learn the whole Braille code. I get it. I would say anybody who travels independently, who is visually impaired and who can't see room numbers and things like that, might want to at least learn grade 1 Braille so they know enough to get around. It's just a suggestion, and there's plenty of ways to learn at least grade 1 Braille. If you are interested in learning Braille and you are blind, or you are a family member of somebody who is blind, Hadley does offer a course for free. If you're not blind and you just want to learn Braille, I believe you have to pay for the course. You'd have to contact Hadley. So I have a video up about that you're free to go and listen to. As always, if you have any comments or questions about Braille, ideas for future videos, by all means, feel free to email me at blynddE1@gmail.com, and thanks for watching.